A dedication to my very special friend Brian out there in England. All my best, my friend. Alright, so for this intro, what we're doing is we're going to start out with an open E on the 6th string to the 2nd fret, 3rd fret, and then eventually the 4th fret of the 6th string. And it's almost like a drum beat. You want to da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. You want to accent that 4th beat. And you're back and forth picking. You're going to hit an A, and you're going to do those notes again. Then an F sharp, but it sounds to me like he's only hitting a note there, and there's a couple guitars, so so you go again. Okay, the A, and then you're going to do the notes up again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you're going to go. So A sharp, B, and then you're going to end up on C chords to an A flat or G sharp, whichever way you look at it, then to D and G. Repeat that. And then do D and G again. After the second time through it, when they do the D and G twice, you're going to go to C, 4 counts, to D sharp, 4 counts, or E flat, 3, 4, back to C, 1, 2, 3. After the 3, you go 1, 2. So you're going from C to B to A sharp, okay? And you just sit there a second for a total of 4 counts, and then you're back to C, and the verse starts again. So the second guitar, what he does when he goes to the, just after the first measure through, you're going C to D sharp, back to C. Alright, the second guitar underneath is doing a unison bend. So we're on the 2nd string at the 8th fret, and on the 10th fret we're on the 3rd string, and we're going to bend that 3rd string up. Then we take and move this whole form up to 11 and 13. Then back to where we started on 8 and 10. And then you'll release and go. So you're coming back just like the chords do. Those notes sound the same. You want that unison. That's why they call it unison bend. You want them to ring the same. You don't want it out of odd harmonic. That doesn't sound right. You want them to ring together, so you got to push it up until they sound the same. Okay, so that's a unison bend. The second verse, there's a little bit different part in there, and I'll play it at speed. I'll play through the second verse so you can see how the chords fit together and how it changes. So we'll take it from the second verse here. We'll start on the C. so I think you can see how the intro starts over again, but what they're doing there is after the second verse in your two D to G's, they go to your C and D sharp, and then we're going to go from C to B to A sharp. Then we're going to hold it there, and then we're going to go A sharp to A to G sharp, okay? Then we're going to go G sharp, G sharp, and then we start the A. Okay, so it'll go like this. Okay, so your A is da, 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 da. So it's like every other. And then the notes are, we're going to go on the 5th string, 5, 6, 7. And then we hit the 8th fret, but it's on the 6th string. So we're hitting a C note. So we're going D, D sharp, E, and then a C. Then back to our A. Then he stops. So that's a little tag. And then you do it 3 more times. We're going to do the A again. And they stop and they come in with the intro. Okay, so we went over that, so you should know that. Those unison bends in the second part there, they basically follow the chords. We're going to do, like we did in the first part, we're going to do 8 and 10, and then 11 and 13, back to 8 and 10, and then we're going to go down just like we did. Now we're going to go down again. Okay, the last one goes from, we end up on 4 and 6, then we're going to go to 3 and 5, and then to 5 and 7. So it'll sound like this. Okay, so that's the very last part. The next thing they do different, after the third verse, which stays, you know, we got the same chords, what he does is the C to D sharp, back to C, and then your walk down to A sharp is the same. You do that twice. And then there's a little piano trill. Okay, you're going to go to a B, kind of turn down your volume. Then he starts singing, and when he goes, oh, you know, the art of conversation must. When he starts singing, ooh, you got to go to an E. So you're right below the B. So it's almost like a... So you're down strum and then a slow down strum. And then an up strum. And then up, down, up. Then to B. Then you're going to go to an A flat, and you make this a 7th. Just lift your small finger off the chord. Okay. So you go to the A flat 7th when he says, oh, when a romance depends. Depends on cliches, you go to D flat minor. So you're playing like an A flat major. You know, we made it a 7th because we lifted our finger. But we're just taking that form down. So we got 4 on the 5th string, and then we go up to this 6th fret on the 4th and 3rd string, and our small finger will be on the 2nd string at the 5th fret, and then our first finger, because it's barred, will catch the 1st string. Okay, so we got the D flat minor. Alright, and then the next chord from there is E. Okay, and then we're going to go to an F sharp 9th. Okay, so we play that by being on the F sharp note at the 9th fret, 5th string, follow that up with your first finger on the 4th string, and the rest of your finger, your third or ring fingered bar. So the lead, which comes in next, goes like this. So it's real similar to that. What we're doing to start out for sure is a unison bend on the first and second string at, we're at 16, and this will be at 19 on the second string. We bend that up, hit it 3 times, and then we're going to take the third string and give that a bend up and release. And then we'll catch the fourth string. This is at 18. Back to the third string. So all together the first part. Okay, then he goes all the way to the first string at 19. You're going to bend it up and hit it 3 or 4 times. And give it a little bend and release to the second string at 19, and then back to the first string at 16. And then you're going to kind of do the same thing on the second string. So you're bending that up, release, and then catching the third string at 18. Okay, and then so you're 19 back to 16. For the next verse after that little break, what we're going to do is similar to the intro. We're going to do the C, or the verse, and then to A flat or G sharp. So what he's doing there is we're going F to A sharp, and then we're going to change form to a D form, but we're going D sharp to E sharp. So it'll sound like this. Then they stop and they do those other chords. So then they just do the F to A sharp to D sharp to E sharp. Don't rely on mine. Da 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 da. And one more time, and then they hold that E sharp. Alright, and that gets you back into that part of the intro. So that's the whole song. Those are all the parts that are in it and the little variances that they do. So I hope that helps everyone, and all my best to you, Brian, and your family. I'm thinking of you. Take care, my friend.